Here we are, world title, Battle Arena world title. That's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, and our world title tilt making his way to the cage right now. Our national Battle Arena champion at lightweight, 70 kilograms, David Khalsa.
National, you're doing a disservice. European.
Is he a European title?
European champion.
Wow.
Will the European champion become a world champion? That's the question. And David Khalsa is such a regular here on Battle Arena, 5-0. He's had 2 decision wins, 2 KO wins, and 1 submission win. And we were talking to his coach earlier. He said he's been really working on his footwork. He's great off his back now. He's got a really good submission game. So even if he gets taken down, he's fine. And he's got a big right hand there always, waiting to throw that bomb.
Well, this promises to be a spectacular bout.
Well, what's interesting about this fight is that we know a lot about David Khalsa. He's, another Russell Pertz guy, huge fighter, like up-and-comer, probably going to be a real force in the pro ranks in the not-too-distant future. But we don't know much about his opponent. We know that Jonathan Montana is a kickboxer from France.
Art of War fighter. A few of those fighters have been on our Battle Arena shows before.
Other than that, it's a mystery, this guy. And we were talking to David before the fight, and we were saying, can you tell us about this guy? What's your opponent? He just knows nothing about him. And I was talking to Jonathan Montana's coaches, and being French, my French is pretty poor. We couldn't really communicate much about the guy's background, but I think the general consensus is that he's a kickboxer, wants to stay on his feet, and that David Khalsa is the power striker. But he's got those 2 submission victories as well, so let's see how it goes.
And if David is anything like his brother Michael, he'll be able to control the ground then of a kickboxer and be able to mix it up really well with the MMA and the style that Russell Pertz fighters all have. Really looking forward to this bout. I can't wait for this world title tilt. Now, importantly, we get to tell you that this world championship here at Battle Arena is brought to you by Viking Warrior Nutrition. You can get them on vikingwarriornutrition.co.uk. Why eat like a man when you can eat like a Viking?
And this fight is being streamed live on Go Fight Live, GFL.tv. So if you want to listen to the live stream, tell your friends. Every Battle Arena event now is on GFL.tv, so you could never miss a show. You can see these up-and-coming fighters every time. Jonathan Montana has got the longest arms I've ever seen. They are some fighter's arms.
They hang down to his knees.
And you want to hear reactions to this after the event, then check out the Slaphead and the Giraffe podcast. Go to slapheadandgiraffe.com. You can subscribe to the podcast. Every Battle Arena show that I'm commentating on, you'll get post-match analysis, post-fight analysis on Slaphead and Giraffe podcast, and Steve is going to be a guest on there pretty soon.
MOUTAMA, who will be victorious?
So interested in what Jonathan's bringing into this. It's obviously a bit of a mystery to us, but well known, and got great footwork, great head movement. Looks very confident, very calm expression.
Both fighters trying to feel each other out, feints. Both land with a jab there. Jonathan Montana moving off on the angle to land his.
That's what we see different from some of the other fights on the undercard, is now you're seeing 2 more experienced fighters. They're picking shots, we're seeing footwork, but that was a big mistake. He slipped on that kick. It's a slightly slippy floor in there in the cage. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, that's why you see a lot of fighters get a little bit of water under their feet just to help them be a little bit stickier. But Jonathan Montana's got a little bit of a smirk on his face. He's baiting David Khalsa, which I don't know if it's wise right now.
Especially with that big right hand of Khalsa.
Which he's got cocked and ready to go.
Could have watched the submission, but I don't think Montana's really looking for the submission. He's just straight away defending the takedown, trying to get back to his feet. That's a smart thing to do.
He's got double underhooks too, and he was landing the knees there. Now he's back into an over-under position. He does not want to turn that hip away for a head and arm toss because you'll just give up the back. David Khalsa looking to control the wrist. He's landing knees into the thighs, which can really slow down the movement of Jonathan Montana later on.
I'm very, very impressed by Montana's calmness, just calm expression on his face. very technical, and I think he is a striker, and we can see that all the time. He's just getting back to his feet, separating, always got a little smirk on his face, and he lands a heavy jab there.
Heavy jab, and then he drops his hands and steps off to the side. He's got really good lateral movement, which is keeping David Khalsa chasing him this entire time around the ring.
But Jonathan is moving to his left a lot, which puts him in line for Khalsa's big right hand. He's got to be careful with it. That jab is really landing. I'd like to see him throw something behind it now. Every time he lands a shot, he gets a little smile on his face.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him.
The pure joy of punching someone in the face. Brought to you by Jonathan Montana, who lands 2 big right uppercuts as he gets that collar tie. David Khalsa staying very composed here.
I'm very impressed with the footwork of Moutama. He's moving well, he's baiting. He looks like he's got his hand down. As soon as they exchange, those hands come straight back up to his chin. He stays safe. He's moving well. He's stuffed all the takedowns.
Lots of feints with the legs, too, faking with the kicks.
But
David Khalsa throws a big right hand. Doesn't land, though. It's a glancing right hand, sorry. Big head kick there.
Like head kick. I think it just skimmed the top of his head, not doing too much damage.
But it was lightning fast the way it came off that lead leg head kick. Jonathan Montana, he's still laughing.
This is a hard round to score because Khalsa's definitely pressing forward, controlling the middle of the ring, but Moutama's just so confident, just moving away, hands down, slipping shots, looking really smooth.
Still smiling.
That big right hand of Khalsa.
And like you were saying earlier, Chris, with cage fighting being illegal in France, it's very hard to get the cage craft, and it's obvious that David Khalsa is very comfortable in the cage. He's stalking him down. He's using the cage to try to cut off Jonathan Moutama. Jonathan's moving very well in the circular motion there, lateral movement, circling more to his right now. Oh, he lands a little bit of a low shot there, just accidentally as he was stepping off. David Khalsa seems to be fine, but he still gets a few moments to take a breath. Breathe into the balls, make sure that they're all right.
So nice to see such a technical exchange. Both fighters just trying to set up the shots. Like Moutama definitely a bit more of a elusive fighter, and Khalsa a little bit more of a power fighter. And Khalsa's just looking for that big right hand all the time. But
yep, and he saw that. He almost set it up as Moutama was looking to move out to his left-hand side. David Khalsa was waiting with that right hand, so that could play a big part as this fight goes on. Big right hand comes to the body this time.
Moutama's jab is always there. It's just lightning fast, quick jabs to the head. Oh, big body shot there from Khalsa. Khalsa's got some power in those shots. But Moutama's just constantly smiling, laughing it off. I don't know how much of that is
big right hand comes up.
Playing a little bit of confidence. Wow, some big power.
He's making Khalsa chase and miss.
Great round, a little bit after the clock, but such a nice technical exchange. It's really nice to see. Sometimes in these battle arena we see some like scraps, some just kind of swinging for the fences, but both guys picking shots. What footwork from Moutama, just constantly changing angles, direction, and what stalking from Khalsa, controlling the middle of the ring, put some pressure on him.
Yeah, very controlled fighters, and I don't know if you noticed this, Chris, but I sensed a little bit of frustration there on the part of David Khalsa. He's looking to make a big statement with this world title fight, and he's chasing around Jonathan Moutama, who's not really engaging with him, and Moutama is, of course, stinging with that jab. I felt that David Khalsa was chasing him a bit there towards the end, but he started landing, and he was just like a buzzsaw, waiting to land shots, whether it's mixing up to the body or the head, kicks and punches, both fighters using their striking to its full range and ability. It'd be lovely to see what these guys could do with elbows.
And Russell Perks' gym, having 3 wins so far tonight. Will David Khalsa make it the 4th? Such a successful gym under the tutelage of Russell Perks, and they're moving to a giant new venue soon and really expanding their school.
I want to see a little less smiling from Jonathan Moutama, a little more technique.
Moutama's left is lightning fast.
It's really starting to bruise up the face of David Khalsa. He's keeping those hands really, really tight right now. He's moving the head well, looking to stand up, set up that big right hand, and there's a kick going to the head just to try to keep off David Khalsa.
Khalsa's throwing some power, but it's not really getting through. And Moutama's clearly a boxer, well, a kickboxer in this scenario. Maybe Khalsa would do better trying to set up a takedown, get this fight to the floor, and test the grappling. But it is pretty even on the feet.
Yeah, you saw David Khalsa drop his level a little bit earlier on, looking for that double leg maybe. But he needs to put something in front of that. He needs to either work a jab, right hand, or get Moutama coming in with that leaping left jab that he's doing and try to time that takedown right off of that.
Oh, he loads up that kick, gets so much power behind it. MOUTAMA really doesn't take much damage. He covers up so well.
He is covering up. He's moving well. He's moving just off the range. Any shots that are coming in are
Another
glancing.
great left.
He's backing him up.
He needs to follow. Oh, that's exactly what I was about to say. He needs to follow up that left hand because he's connecting with that jab and sometimes a lead hook. He just needs to follow up with a big right or maybe a second left.
Maybe start going to the legs as well, trying to slow down the movement of David Khalsa. David Khalsa's still moving well. He's still got a lot of power that's coming from those hips and those feet.
We're not seeing a lot of kicks from MOUTAMA. It's throwing a lot of strikes. Oh, as he throws
down.
a nice teep there.
Maybe slowed down a little bit with the kicks because he's wary of those takedowns by David Khalsa. David Khalsa still backing up Jonathan MOUTAMA.
Oh, great straight right to the body. The second one of those straight rights to the body that's got through.
And we see that there's a little bit of swelling there on the right eye of David Khalsa, probably because he's been eating those jabs from MOUTAMA. This entire fight, there's a left hook that lands. MOUTAMA's doing well. He's switching up stances. He's got a bit of a drop shift there. So he looks to strike and move off. And he's back to the orthodox stance again with that jab. Now he mixes it up with a attempted double here.
I think this is a mistake. Khalsa is clearly a little bit stronger. MOUTAMA's been doing so well on his feet, and I'm surprised that Jonathan MOUTAMA's shot. It seems like a bad move in this fight. He was probably just ahead on the judges' scorecard up until that shot, and then Khalsa stuffed it and held him against the fence.
And he lands a knee there. Does MOUTAMA have any submission game at all? We're seeing he's got a little bit of the head wrap, but he's not in any attack with a guillotine. He's really being controlled in side control, and now David Khalsa.
We know that David Khalsa's got some great grappling. He's won on Battle Arena with submissions before, and MOUTAMA's maybe exposing as a little bit of difference in levels in the grappling department. But MOUTAMA's moving really well. He's getting angles. He's using his feet to create
guard
space.
Very well there. Now he's looking to maybe attack or push away and stand up. David Khalsa looks for maybe a bullfighter pass attempt there. It just ends up in the guard of MOUTAMA. Looks like he could be setting up an angle for an armbar there on the far side.
I think that takedown attempt by MOUTAMA was a mistake. He was probably just slightly getting the better of the striking exchanges and landing shots and probably setting up some power shots, and then he decided to shoot on Khalsa, and Khalsa is an experienced grappler, as you can see there as he passes to half guard. Oh, great guard recovery from MOUTAMA though.
MOUTAMA's doing well to keep his guard. He's got to look to attack with some sort of submission attempt or sweep or even get up. It's looking like he might be looking to stuff that arm for a triangle. In
a fight this close, this can make all the difference to the judges' scorecards. This would have been a really hard round to score without that takedown.
And that little slam there to finish off. We're seeing a lot of swelling on that right eye of David Khalsa.
And MOUTAMA's smile has gone. He's a bit more, oh, he's back, he's smiling again.
There we go, he's just happy to be here. He's obviously, the underdog in this fight. David Khalsa's come in with a very big contingent of fans and faithful. But of course, he's got that swelling right now in that right eye.
We are live on Go Fight Live, GFL.tv. We are live. You can watch Battle Arena Reds live on pay-per-view.
We got a replay there coming up right now. That slam there just to finish off the round. David Khalsa using that brute strength there. Probably that brute strength that you can get from Viking Warrior Nutrition, vikingwarriornutrition.co.uk. Remember to eat like a Viking and train like a Viking.
Just don't wear the hat. Not to work anyway.
You can grow a beard now too. It's in style. There we go. We get a clap. All the cornermen out of the cage for this third and final round of this world title tilt, this world title challenge. Will it be David Khalsa? Will Jonathan MOUTAMA be taking it back to France?
There's possibly a round apiece. There's everything to play for in this final round.
MOUTAMA leading with that jab again.
He's got to just land that heavy jab, but he's got to follow it up.
Head kick there.
And I think Khalsa's got to take him down. He's seen the path to victory in that last round.
I got to agree, and there's a right hand.
Great strikes from MOUTAMA.
There you go, comes with a looping punch, and just like you said, Chris, Khalsa capitalizes there.
I think MOUTAMA got a little bit scrappy with the strikes. I thought he had Khalsa a tiny bit rocked, and he was looking to capitalize, and Khalsa ducked straight under those shots and got the takedown. Oh, what a scramble. Excellent work by Khalsa. I thought he would possibly lose position, but he's ended up on top in side control. He's looking just to secure that position. But
I really liked what Khalsa was doing there, trying to land some knees to the body from side control.
MOUTAMA did an excellent job of recovering closed guard. So he got onto his side, his right side, threaded his right knee through and recovered that closed guard. And I think he's trying to get an angle there and work a nice high guard. But Khalsa's very experienced. He's our Battle Arena champion. He's been here before. He's been in these uncomfortable situations. And we know he's got the wherewithal to stay calm and pick those shots and do the right thing at the right time.
Yeah, here he comes pushing MOUTAMA's head into the fence and looking to land some body shots. MOUTAMA's doing that knee shield kind of scissor sweep attempt there. This was the opportunity for MOUTAMA to stand up. He's got to post a right hand on the mat and try to stand up and hip up. Khalsa's looking to pass again into mount. And no matter what, Khalsa passing is going to score points. But now MOUTAMA's being able to recover that guard again. I would love to see him have a little bit of confidence in attacking with a submission right now.
I think MOUTAMA's got to know that this is the round that's going to clinch the fight for him. He's got to know that this is it. He's got to throw caution to the wind and go for something here because he's losing this round on the judges' scorecards. And Khalsa's just doing an excellent job of just working inside, staying busy enough that the referee's not going to stand it up, picking his shots. And what a wonderful
sweep there. Can he get on his...
What an amazing sweep and an amazing recovery from Khalsa. What a quick reaction by both gentlemen.
Just a little bit slippery now in this third round, whereas maybe earlier on in the fight that would have worked very well for MOUTAMA. He's just able to slip him off with Khalsa and able to regain this topside guard position.
Khalsa's doing really well, driving him into the fence, which makes it really hard for him to get the hip movement set up his submission. So that's where he wants to be. He wants to drive MOUTAMA's head into that fence, not let him off, not let him get angles, and then just work a little bit of ground and pound.
Yeah, just enough ground and pounds going on right now to keep this fight on the ground.
MOUTAMA's aware of it. He's moving away from the fence and trying to be active. At the moment, he's just trying to control the posture of Khalsa so that he doesn't take too much ground and pound.
He's got a foot on the hip. He might be looking for that arm bar.
Oh. Good. I'd like to see MOUTAMA try to throw some submissions up. Let's see him go for it. Getting late in the round now.
Very late in the round indeed.
This is for a world title, the Battle Arena world title, the first ever world title at Battle Arena. Everything to play for here.
Referee Paul Nichols is looking very closely, but is he moving to stand them up?
I think both fighters are being quite active. Khalsa's definitely landing some shots, and although he's not in improved position, he's definitely trying to, which is what the referee is looking for, is an action in the fight. If they would both just lay there taking a rest, then referee Paul Nichols would look to stand it up. But both fighters being active, and it's so hard when you're slippery to get those sweeps and get that stand up. MOUTAMA's going for it again. David Khalsa's doing a really good job of keeping pressure, driving forward, not letting MOUTAMA get any angles, grinding him out, hitting his body shots, and he knows he's 10 seconds away from a world title.
Lands a big right hand over there over the top, and that's time. The crowd.
There's a very good chance that Russell Perks MAA is taking home the Battle Arena world title.
It was an excellent fight.
So impressive. So impressive. That control on top, that shooting underneath when MOUTAMA was throwing those heavy shots, timing that takedown and getting the top position, and then being aware of that sweep and then scrambling and getting back on top. Just such great work. Just a champion's pedigree there from David Khalsa, being able to time and being able to move and work very well and very effectively. Despite being put on the back foot, I think, a fair amount of the time by Jonathan MOUTAMA's movement and his striking.
On to the decision. After 3 good rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scoring the same. Your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner. And please make some noise for the runner-up, Jonathan MOUTAMA. David, come on, have a chat with him. We're going to have to stop meeting like this. So, tough fight.
Tough fight, yeah, tough. I was really feeling pressure. It was obviously 3 lads before me.
yourself, and it was quite even, and you were taking your time tonight. It's something a bit different for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to work and take my time. Going for professional, pretty much on at the end of the year. And it's empty of your end. Give us a hug, please. Obviously, thanks to all the fans and crowds in Ireland. Thank you. Obviously, everyone at RPMA, and obviously the ballerina staff who took RPMA into the organisation and give us a lot of good opportunities. Big props ballerinas who's going, RPMA, keep going. Everyone, let's just keep going.
There you have it. So, world champion. How does that sound to you?
So can you pinch me, what? That's going to take some put this to your one there, aren't I? What am I going to do? I'm the gym, so all the kids, where's the two little superstars in the crowd?